Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. Little energy update. The weeklies will be up a little later today. And I want to welcome new viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment away. And thanks to the new subscribers and always my regular viewers. Let's see what's coming in. What does everyone need to know? All right, we have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Cups, Two of Swords. Someone is being enlightened here. It's an energy of needing more clarity. Someone's unable to move forward till they get clarity here. So it is about seeing truth in a situation. Ooh. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands. Okay, so somebody here is hoping for something, waiting for that cup. But it's a person who's sort of seeing the truth here. Yeah, we have a person feeling like there's not a lot of hope here. Feeling a little sad. And it's a person who's waiting. It's seeing the truth in the situation. There's definitely a need for clarity. I see a house and a home, a strong financial foundation. So it's someone here, I feel, trying to kind of look at the positive here. Some sort of decision. But the clarity is seeing the truth. Somebody here is feeling like there's no hope, but, you know, thinking it's time to look elsewhere. Expanding the horizons, yeah. Some of you are waiting for someone here to communicate. It's often someone who kind of keeps you hanging. But I'm going to tell you, it has to do with this person. Someone's feelings are coming to the surface here. And some of you are waiting for someone to communicate. And I do feel this is someone who is needing clarity. So if you're feeling like there's no hope, it's just a person who needs more clarity before they move forward. It could be yourself or this person, but it is someone waiting for someone to communicate. And I really feel like this is someone, their feelings are coming to the surface. I can see it, you know, while you're waiting. But this is a person here who's expanding their horizons. Look at that. See, the Queen of Cups. So it has to do with someone who's kind of feeling there's no hope. But this person here, they're being enlightened. They're seeing truth. This person, I feel, knows something they weren't seeing that they now see. It's a person who's so full of love and emotion here. See, it's all about offering the cup. They feel like you're, you know, ready to move on, that the ship has sailed. And that's where their feelings come to the surface. This is just a person who definitely needed more clarity. And I'm going to tell you, the Queen of Cups is looking elsewhere. Yeah. This is someone here who, and it's definitely an energy of some sort of truth. See, the energy of patience. See, there's not a lot of growth, feeling like there's no growth here. But I feel what this person's not seeing is that you're sad, you know, and that you're waiting. You're waiting for this person. They're kind of keeping you hanging, but their feelings are coming to the surface. This is a person just kind of processing their feelings. I do think this person's aware that you're waiting to hear from them, to talk. And I do feel this energy of trying to be patient, but eventually it's the energy of feeling like you need to move on. The person who keeps you waiting. There is interest here. Yeah, and I feel like you've been patient. This person is very much aware that you've been patient. They're very much aware, I feel like, you know, that you're feeling kind of sad. Yeah, see? Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I need to lay a foundation. It's about getting this going. And I feel like you've waited long enough. Yeah, they know what they need to do, I can see, but it is all about them seeking clarity. There is indecision. They're unable to move forward. So the whole point is why. I feel like you deserve an explanation. Yeah, you deserve an explanation. And it could come in the form of an apology, but I do feel like you deserve an explanation. They're keeping you waiting, keeping you hanging. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, building. See, they're not putting in a lot of effort. They know what they need to do. Tell me about this person. Yeah, see, it's about long-term stability. It's about partnering up. I do think this is somebody working, building that foundation. See, there's no foundation, no commitment, but you've waited patiently. And I actually feel this person's trying to, it all has to do with their long-term stability, a partner. And I really feel like this person, not only are they aware that you're waiting, but it has to do with this indecision, unable to move forward. Some of you haven't made the decision yet, but this person is definitely focused on work, their money, see, before laying the foundation, before making a commitment. And I definitely feel it has to do with you deserve an explanation. So I feel like you got a person going to reach out. It's all about building that foundation. See, it is definitely about money, finances, and building. Because now we have the Eight of Pentacles, see, putting in effort. You've waited patiently. You deserve an explanation. I do feel it could be, like I say, an apology too, but their feelings are coming to the surface. See, they're becoming very much aware that you're about to look elsewhere. It's how they're feeling. See, they're sort of seeing it that way. Yeah. You've been waiting for that cup, waiting for them to tell you how they feel. I feel like it's energy being cautious, but it's about wish fulfillment, giving you what you want. They know they need to give you what you want. You've waited long enough. So I do think this person's coming in to lay that foundation. But it is about partnering up. It's about long-term stability. And this is what this person's seeing that they didn't see. Somebody who's patient and waits, very loving, nurturing, very caring. So what this person is seeing is you've been patient. They see you as a very caring person. They can see that you truly care. Yeah, you've waited, and some of you feel like you're waited long enough. But this person really sees, right? They see that you're feeling sad and that there's not a lot of hope. It could be just what they're thinking, but it's all about that you've waited long enough. But what they're seeing is someone who's there through thick and thin. See, you're there. You're still here. They can see that you're a partner for long-term stability, that you'll be there for them. And that's what I feel this person is starting to see. Someone who's kind, compassionate, someone who cares, but they also see that it's, you may be looking elsewhere because you've waited. You've been patient. I definitely feel this person's going through expansion to do with finances too. Yeah, they're very much aware they need to make a move. They need to move forward. But they can see that you're probably going to be moving on. But the the biggest energy here is them actually seeing that you are someone who's been there. You've been patient. You've been patient for quite a long time. So they see you as a stable partner, someone they can count on and rely on. Interesting energy. Yep, and this person is definitely in that energy of really acknowledging that. See, becoming very much aware, enlightenment. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yep, so you want your cup offered. You deserve an explanation. You deserve a commitment. So it's all about building the foundation. But what this person's doing is trying to build that foundation financially. Yeah, they're looking at it. See, this is where you're going to get the cup. I do feel this, and it is about expressing themselves, their emotions. Their cup actually overflows. Their feelings are starting to grow. But they also know they need to put in more effort too. Yeah. This person's about to make a decision. So when I feel like yourself, both of you, this decision, because I feel like they're not moving. You feel like there's no growth. You've waited for a long time. But it is about building the foundation. See, the house, a home. It is partly about being able to provide. But they really do see this person as someone who's there through thick and thin because you've been so patient. So this is also, some of you are at that point now where you're about to move on. And it is about releasing, making a decision, see, to be open to something new. Yeah, they need to make a decision. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Yeah, see, it's about being fair. It's about justice. It's about commitment. They're seeing truth. You know, your marriage material, they can see it. But they know they need to fill your cup. You've been waiting for the cup. And some of you are at the point feeling like you're never going to get what you want from this person. I do feel this person wants to offer you this cup because they can also see, you know, and that, like I say, when their feelings come to the surface, when they see that you're about to move on, and I feel like, you know, really they get it. Like, I do think this is somebody who gets it. But they are definitely someone who's been kind of keeping you hanging. But their feelings come to the surface. Their cup overflows with emotion. They know they need to make a decision. Yeah, look at that. See, both of you, it's time to make a decision. See, it's about them trusting their inner knowing. It's like they just know. I do think this person really does have feelings. And they are someone who kind of, you know, their feelings start to grow a little bit. But from your perspective, it's just not growing. It looks like it's not going to go anywhere. And I really do feel it has to do with this person recognizing and seeing. See, their intuition is telling them. Yeah. They've been keeping all these feelings to themselves, keeping it all in. And I feel like yourself too. You've been just kind of sitting here. But this is that inner wisdom. See, now this person's going within. They're looking at this energy. They're going within. Seeing what they possibly didn't see. Wow. I'm going to tell you, this person absolutely gets it. Because once somebody goes within and they start feeling like they want to build, that's when you know they're starting to recognize and see. Yeah. Let's have one on the Two of Swords. Yeah. See, there's an energy of unable to make a decision, feeling confused. So you deserve clarity. You deserve truth. You deserve clarity. It is about being fair, but it's about harmony between the two of you. It's all about doing the right thing. This is someone here who may have kind of felt, you know, I mean, they could be in the state of confusion, but it is an energy of going deep within the emotions. And I feel like you're keeping a lot of this to yourself, but it is an energy of giving someone what they need, offering them the cup. And I feel they're going to. Why? Because they've gone within. They've gone within, they want to build. And I feel like you definitely deserve an explanation. You deserve this cup. And I feel like you're open to it. And I can guarantee you this person really knows you will move on eventually. But I feel like you're still sitting here. You haven't decided whether you should stay or you should go and keep waiting. This person's definitely expanding the horizon. So it is about expansion to do with long-term stability, a partner. See, it's all about going within. Once they go within and start, you know, they start thinking of building, laying the foundation, making a commitment. Their feelings really are coming to the surface. I do feel like some of you are going to get this cup. It's where they tell you how they feel. Honestly, their cup overflows with emotion. It's growing and growing, but yeah, they are someone who moves slow, and you know, the energy of patience. Yeah, and I know a lot of you are waiting. You're waiting for this person to offer the cup, but they are somebody who definitely, I feel, kind of process their feelings kind of slow. This is someone who often takes time to fall in love, to recognize, to see. Yeah, they are very much trusting their intuition. See, some of you already know the answers you're seeking. I feel like you know this, that patience could pay off here. So there you go. And I'm not telling you to wait. It's always your choice and your decision whether you want to wait, because you certainly don't want to be wasting your time. And that's why I feel like you deserve an explanation. But their cup is really overflowing. And I do think they want to offer you this cup. They want to build. It is about putting in effort. It is about laying the foundation. See, building a strong foundation. And the whole point of how they're feeling about yourself is you're always there through thick and thin. You've been so patient with them. So they see a partner, someone who will be patient. Feel like you both already know the answers you're seeking. It's time to make a decision before you move on. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Okay. So it does speak of patience. It does speak of growth. It does speak of financial foundation. See, expansion. Someone here could be a business owner, someone who's focused on money, their own long-term stability, to be able to come in right, to be able to build. It's about doing everything the right way. And justice shows. Justice, there's harmony. They see harmony. Someone who's just right. Yeah. And this is a person too, at some point this person was kind of content the way things were. And some of you were content the way things were for a while, but time has gone by. So it's time for this person to make a move before you move on. Take care. Bye for now.